Our coverage of the Big Ten Media Days will continue throughout the next few days. Last week, the MAC held Media Day at Fox Theater in Detroit. Our Carly Ford talked with Bowling Green Athletic Director Derrick Vandermeer as he approaches his first full season with the Falcons. From NIL to game day atmosphere, they discussed what changes we can expect for the fall.
We're joined now by Bowling Green Athletic Director Derrick Vandermeer, who got to see just a quick glimpse of the football season last year. You joined and got to view the Quick Lane Bowl. Now you get a full football season under your belt. What are you looking forward to as the athletic director?
I think that when you come in, you start to look at what changes, what opportunities can kind of help to move the program forward. And what we've seen in this offseason since the bowl game and through January is just the great partnership I've had with Scott Loeffler. We've looked at how to kind of get our staff in the right place. How do we retain really good coaches, and how do we kind of move forward philosophically there? It's been great from the standpoint of seeing how he's put the roster together this year and just helping him to support that recruitment process of trying to make sure that we're able to recover and given all the things that are changing in college athletics with NIL and the transfer portal, but making sure that we're in the right place to build and have great success. And I think that just being a part of that process has been really beneficial.
And NIL is kind of new on all four fronts for the college scene of learning how to handle them, how to deal with them, and how to get your athletes involved with them. What has been taking part on Bowling Green's campus with NILs?
Well, I mean, we've had a group of donors and supporters that have got together. They realize the changing landscape. They really enjoy the student-athlete experience, want to support our student-athletes and find opportunities for them NIL. And obviously, they have worked together to create the ZE Collective. And it's been great because I think the people that are rallying behind this are looking at it more from the standpoint of educational and opportunity and finding real positive experiences that help our student-athletes to fully develop as students and athletes on and off the field. And so the vision for that, but the support of that helps us to make sure that our student-athletes know that they're a priority. But that's been great to see come together, and the supporters from around the country that have been eager to support this program and get it off the ground.
Now during basketball season, when the women's team made their WNIT round, we saw you in the stands with the cowbells. Absolutely. And getting everyone excited. What are we going to see football stands?
We don't need the grandstanding all the time. However, I think the one thing fundamentally, whether it's the cowbell or some of the many other initiatives that we're working on, is we're prioritizing the experience of our students. We're prioritizing the experience of our fans. I believe fundamentally that you have to build your audience. It's not just about what happens on that field. It's about truly investing in our fan and their experience and our student experience. We restarted the Falcon Fanatics organization that had lived and kind of had died. But for example, you're going to start to see this massive flag at the start of games run out, and it's going to be our students running out with the flag. And we spoke to all the summer orientations this summer, talking about how being a part of this experience can help them to create a better sense of community in the campus community. So whether it's that experience or really working with our fans to understand their consumer experience, changing food, changing premium experiences, changing parking, there's a lot of changes. We're defined by our processes of improvement. And I think if we're an organization that looks at everything that we touch is how we're going to make it better for the people that are part of that experience, the stakeholders, then that will effectuate positivity and success ultimately. But that's just who we are as an organization. That's the culture that I want this place to be defined by.
And when you have the early success with those things already, kind of how does that push the momentum even forward?
Oh, it creates a higher bar of expectation. It creates a higher standard of what excellence is, and that's something that I enjoy chasing. I feel that there's momentum that's gained, and when you start that momentum, never be afraid of raising that bar a little bit higher, because your student athletes respond to it, your coaches respond to it, your community responds to it, and when you do that, that's when great things happen.
Okay, so not even a full year in yet with the Falcons, and you have done so many things, including new coaches hiring and then extending Coach Loeffler. What was it about him that you were like, we got to have this guy for the long time?
Well, I think it's having a conversation, and you start to understand the way that he thinks. His understanding where his challenges were, understanding how I could be a partner in that challenge. Ever since we've renewed, I've talked about partnerships. I believe I'm in a partnership with every one of our coaches. If the coaches are truly going to rally and fight and work with me to make things better and are committed to that process of improvement, they're the right people. But improvement is what we will be defined by. And people that understand that and respect that, and clearly Loeffler, and Coach Loeffler having that conversation with him from the early part, is he understood exactly where what the mission was, where he wanted to be, and he challenged me to be part of that solution. That's what I want. Challenge me to be there for you and help you build something positive.
Perfect. Well, we are looking forward to seeing the game day atmosphere that you have improved and advanced for the Bowling Green Falcons.
We've improved in advance.
Look
So
at a
absolutely,
team player. We like that, don't we?
Absolutely.
Thank you
Exactly.
so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Take care.